Hello guys, welcome to Inspiring Minds. Today we have a very special guest with all of us. First of all, congratulations, Nehite Bhagyashree. So she'll introduce herself and let's get started.
Hello friends, this is Nehite Bhagyashree. I have just completed my MBBS from Russia and I cleared my FMG exam this December 2018.
So guys, she is the topper of December 2018 attempt, and if I'm not wrong, she got 239 marks, right?
Yes.
So that in itself is a huge task. So while the video will discuss everything, how she prepared, what all she did. So without wasting any time, we are directly going to start taking your questions and she'll answer all of them for you.
We know that the journey to becoming a doctor can be difficult, and we are here to help. Through these videos, we will walk with you every step of the way, helping you become a better doctor. Why do we think we can help? Because we're aspiring doctors just like you, who have been there and experienced these difficulties. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the bell icon. Welcome to Inspiring Minds.
So the first and the most important question is, when should a student start the preparation? Like, what is the right time?
The right time, I will say, is whenever we are in the university, in abroad, we should study the current syllabus or the subjects which are there.
Like from the university?
Yeah, from the university, because it is sure going to be helpful.
Okay.
And definitely your 4th year or 5th year, you should go on preparing for MCI as much as possible from your side.
Okay, so what you want to say is till 3rd year, we should just focus on the university things. And
each year. Yeah.
Okay, and after that we should focus more for the
MCI. Yes.
MCI. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Again, a very important question. What are the most important points which a student should keep in mind for the preparation during the course of medicine while studying abroad? Like the most important things, like which you felt if you would have known before, you might have rectified them.
Yeah. When we are studying abroad, there is no pressure. Like in India, there is a specific pressure, as we have heard
like
from
our culture and all.
Yeah, our friends. But there is a lot of time. 6 years is a long span, and definitely it's possible to study whatever is required. So we don't have to worry that we can't finish it. It's not going to be there. We should start and we should keep on studying whatever possible from our side.
Okay.
It's definitely possible.
Okay. So what she wants to say is, it's very much doable.
Yeah.
There is nothing to worry about. If you are willing, you can achieve it for sure. So the next question is, what are the most important subjects according to the weightage for this particular exam?
For the MCI exam, we can find the weightage given on their website.
So can we rely on it?
No, it's not that each and every subject, for example, anatomy 17, medicine 33, it's not that the whole thing is from that. It always overlaps.
Yeah.
So even if like many of us, they are scared of medicine.
Yeah.
Like we feel it's very vast and it's not possible to cover during the exam. But it's not wholeheartedly medicine. It overlaps with physiology, pathology, pharmacology. So when we are studying the other subjects, it's possible to cover these big subjects also.
Sure.
And general surgery, of course, we have to study. It's
because we study for 4 years.
Yes,
there,
yes.
Right?
Then we should go for gynae and obs. It's
PSM,
PSM, all are very scoring, and I would recommend we should not leave the small subjects.
Very important. Just 1 minute. According to this particular exam, this is the very important thing which she's focusing on. So don't forget this. I want her to explain more because she has gone through the same way which you're gonna go after some years. Okay. So yeah, about the small subjects.
Yes, like we think dermatology, radiology, orthopedics, forensics, and anesthesiology.
Like the profs.
Yes, the profs, they are very important, and it's like once you go through them, you just need to revise them.
Just once,
and
I guess.
There is nothing out of the syllabus or whatever our teachers are teaching. There will be nothing outside the
limited.
books or notes. Yeah, so we should definitely study and not leave these subjects. I would definitely recommend
So
that.
for this particular weightage thing, you can click on the link above. I've already made the video for this particular one. So in that, I have shown from which subject how many questions were asked, particularly for this attempt. You cannot say like for the next attempt they'll ask the same or not, but more or less they vary by, you can say, by 5 to 10%, not much. The next question is how much hours a person should study, like just the self-study, not the university one, a self-study for any exam or for the personal benefit, apart from the university test or anything like that.
Like there is not a definite number of hours. Each individual has their own capacity, but whatever we are studying, the important thing is revising.
Okay.
So one should give a proper time according to himself. Like some feel 1 hour, some can take 4 hours.
Okay.
Accordingly, you should dedicate some time for revising the content you studied today or this week, and we should keep on revising it after like 15 days.
So like from 1 hour to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So minimum, I guess the average would be 2 to 2.5 hours at least.
This is for revising the content you studied.
You have already studied.
Yeah,
And to study something new,
yes,
another
that
time,
is
right?
different.
Yeah. So you cannot rely just for the 5th and 6th year. You have to start studying from the initial years so that you have something in your brains which you can revise. So you cannot revise something which you haven't learned before, right? So what she wants to say, because she has been studying from the first year itself. When she came in 4th, 5th, 6th year, she started revising more so that she has a good grasp on that. Yeah, now I would like to ask about your particular study schedule and when did you started studying for this one?
I started preparing like wholeheartedly for MCI preparation. I started in 6th year.
Okay.
Like some of the subjects were taught by my coaching classes.
Okay.
Like missed coaching came to my university. So I covered them and I revised them whenever possible.
Okay.
And definitely after finishing my graduation, I came to Delhi for the classes. And those
crash
6 months, I think they are the most crucial ones.
Okay.
So if anyone couldn't study or they couldn't give much time for MCI preparation, these 6 months are very crucial.
Okay.
And that is enough for preparation, I would say.
So again, I want her to speak more on that. When you are saying for particularly MCI preparation, 6 months are enough.
Yes.
But for that also you should have studied something in the 6 years, right?
Yes.
If someone has not studied that much, are these 6 months enough?
I would say yes, they are enough. Because this time we are only focusing on the exam.
Okay.
For that we should have this target, this goal, and what to say, we have to acquire a dream. So everyone is passionate, and in that pressure it goes on. So it's okay.
Okay, so why I am asking this, because many juniors, many freshers, when they go initially, they don't study that much because they're like, now we are free, we have been studying for NEET, for 12th, whatever thing. Now they're like, for 2-3 years we want to take a big rest, and later on, as you guys are saying, from 4th, 5th, 6th years, we'll carry on that thing. So that is why I'm asking you, according to the trends and the competitiveness and the difficulty level increasing by every attempt. So are these 6 months enough in that aspect?
See, if you
without
asking,
basics, without anything?
Basics, if you are asking, MCI is a qualifying exam. So we don't worry about the competition as far as it is considered. And when we have some guidance, the coaching classes, if they are very best, so they teach us from the basics, and that's why it's possible to overcome this, so-called difficult exam.
So my next question is related to this one only. So what is the role of a coaching in the preparation?
I think it's the very huge role, because we are a student, we are always thinking about one subject and many books. Like there's a sea and you are just a drop, you don't know which one to choose. So the coaching is the thing which makes it a concise. The teachers are the one, they just don't teach you, but they will ask you to study what is needed, not study what is not needed. And definitely the positivity that they embed in you, it's very much needed. The motivation is needed.
So what you are saying is you need a guide and a mentors. So not just according to the academic front, you need coaching for the guidance as well, right? They tell, like, they give you the direction where you have to go. But apart from that, you have to study on your own, right?
Yes, of course.
And coaching sideways is very important.
One has to give their 100%.
Okay.
If you are willing to do it, then only it's going to happen.
Very good. So, if someone is having coaching from the very first year, so are you going to advise them to join the coaching? Because that is what we are doing. From the very first year, we are providing the coaching so that they get into that scenario from the initial years, so that they don't get burdened out in 5th and 6th years when they have a lot to study, so that they can like start walking on the stairs.
Yeah, that will be definitely helpful.
Okay.
It won't be it will be very good, because when they come to the 6 months part of preparation after the finishing the course, they will be revising and it will be helpful.
So same thing I want to ask, like if they are having coaching in 1st and 2nd year and they have less classes in the universities, so how would you tell them to manage the time? Like, because they have classes from, for example, 9 to 4, the university timings, and apart from that they would have coaching from say 6 to 9 in the weekdays.
Yes.
So how you want them to study for that time so that they don't get tired out, or they should just leave it?
No, we cannot just leave it.
Yeah.
We have to give some extra efforts, because we have chosen medicine and it's not just anybody's cake. So we have to give some extra effort, and I think this time management, when one has to do it, we are able to manage it.
Yeah.
Like because few hours they will be helpful, and that we will know when we come to the last stage of preparation. So I think students should definitely manage. A little enjoyment is kept apart, but
make sure. So what you are saying is foundation is very important.
Yes.
And when you come after 6th year, you can build the building whatever you want. So you yourself build the highest building, right? So now you are at the penthouse. Now my question is, focusing on your preparation, what are the authors and the books which you particularly went for the last minute, like the last minute revision, or the like in the last 1 or 2 months, what did you study? Like, because that is the time, because I have also cleared this time. So that is the time when we, we tend to get negative and we start losing the hope, because we have a lot to revise and we don't have enough time. Coaching, self-preparation, everything is going on at that time. So what resources did you follow at that particular for the last month?
It's true. We all panic a little. We are afraid a little as the exam comes nearby. So we should not panic. It's all going to be falling in the place. So and as far as my preparation is concerned, I studied only the notes. Because I think revising the notes was a good thing for me. I was comfortable with that, and we had some revising sessions in the coaching also. I attended them, and they were helpful.
So by notes, I guess she means the coaching notes which she herself has made.
Yeah.
So like it's not like you can buy the notes and you can just mug them up. Notes are your self notes which you listen and then you write and then you understand and read it. Okay, so this is a whole process. First you listen, then you write it down, and then you understand, and then you learn. So this is a 4-way step. Okay, you just cannot buy the notes and you cannot mug up and you cannot score well just from that. There are some exceptions. Many students have done that, but that is not the way to go. Am I right?
Yes, it's true. Because when we have our own notes, it definitely helps the brain to memorize those things.
Exactly.
And when you're in the exam hall, your own handwriting, your own notes are the most important thing that your brain tries to pick up.
Okay.
So, and we should definitely go for that.
Yeah, okay, very good point. So now something personal. What was your motivation which you carried with you and you went so high?
The motivation was only one thing, to clear the MCI.
Okay.
But I think I gave my 100% and the results were awesome. So,
amazing, No, I want to know the driving force, because many students, approximately 10,000 students every time they give. So, but everyone cannot be the top scorer. I know in this exam marks don't matter, but still to pass and to get the highest mark, there is a lot of difference. And you will surely see that as well. But I want to know the feeling of a topper, because that might ignite many things in the future aspirants?
See, my preparation was nothing different.
Okay.
But I think there's this little fear and a little pressure that's needed for driving you to
Okay.
go on and put on as much as hard efforts needed. And that's all. When you go on, you feel that it's very difficult, the exam, how will be the questions. But when you sit at the exam table, when you look at the screen, definitely there are questions you can answer. If you
Okay.
have gone through the concepts, you have your basics clear.
Yeah.
It's not like everything is from out of the world. Some questions are there, but we don't have to get afraid and move
Okay.
back, and we could clear it.
Very good. Thank you so much. And you yourself said you had some fears. Now I want to ask, what were those fears which helped you in, I guess, the opposite way?
Yeah. The fear is only that we keep on hearing when we are studying abroad that when you come back to India, how you will clear this FMG
Yeah.
exam. It's very difficult. The results are like 6%, 7%, very low. But now the fears are gone, of course, after we have cleared it. But this little pressure, I think that drives you. That drives you to study harder.
I get it. You made your weaknesses your strongest point.
Yeah, that's right.
So now I want to correlate your last question again. How did you manage to overcome those fears? How come you like get out of that negativity when you were saying like when we used to hear a lot of things from our neighbors, from everyone,
Yes.
like you're not gonna pass, very few people pass, they don't do anything after that. So how did you as an individual came across it?
Only one thing, you cut out everything. You cut out all the negativity and you just focus on one. So it's you and it's the exam. Nothing should come in between. And you
Okay.
should keep on going further. Don't look here and there. No need to listen to anyone.
Perfect.
Yeah, listen to your mentors, your teachers, and have a good group of friends, which
Company
is,
matters.
which helps you to
Yeah.
study more.
So it's just like you should have the will to succeed. Nothing else. If you have the will, you can achieve anything. So now I want to ask you, what are your personal future plans?
The future plans. Now I have to do internship.
Okay.
So I'll completing my internship, and of course I want to pursue my PG also.
Okay, so just after the internship, right?
Yes.
Okay. So good luck for that.
Thank you.
In the end, I want to ask you the message which you want to give to the juniors, to the future aspirants, whoever wants to study abroad, whoever is studying abroad, like something they should take from this particular video so that they can directly get onto their study tables and start studying till they get the positive result.
The one message I would like to give my juniors is keep on studying. You don't have to get afraid and just leave everything. Whatever is the time, you should use it like for your preparation, and don't be afraid of the exam. If you are doing the studies well, it's definitely going to happen.
Okay, very good. So one thing I want to ask again, for those who are not able to clear it,
Yeah.
so any message for them, because I guess once you are not able to pass in the first attempt or any of the attempt, it becomes very difficult to again take off the notes and everything and to get back to the track, and they always sort of get into the loop, like they have already read but they cannot go through it. You have not gone through it, but still I know you have that capability so that you can help them as well.
Yes, for those who didn't clear, like many of us, they had a little margin of marks which was left.
Yeah.
So I think we should not feel depressed about it and just go on, because then when they appear for the next one, we just need to refresh that knowledge once again. And
they don't have to start from the zero,
no,
right?
not from the zero. Just you have to see your notes again and determine where it was left out.
Yeah.
Whatever was left out, we should just go through it more once again. And
Okay, so thank you so much, Dr. Nehte. You finally took some like few minutes out of your busy schedule and you helped us make this video. Without your support, it wouldn't have been possible. And you're finally the topper, AIR 1, so which means a lot. Thank you so much for coming here and helping all our viewers.
Welcome, Aashray. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much.